Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about circumcision procedure. What is circumcision? The reason for circumcision. Types of circumcision. Procedure, step by step. And then finally the aftercare. So, if you are interested in this topic, make sure to watch the whole video so that you will be able to get the adequate knowledge about circumcision. So, first of all, let's define what is circumcision. Circumcision is a surgical procedure that involves the removal of the foreskin from the penis. It is a very common procedure that has been practiced for thousands of years. Now, why do we need to perform circumcision? Well, there are several reasons. First of all, it can be done for religious purposes, such as in the Jewish and Muslim religions. It also can be done for medical reasons. For example, if a person has which is a condition where the foreskin is too tight and it makes it difficult to retract, or it causes pain or discomfort, then circumcision can be helpful in that situation. Also, if a person has recurrent infections of the foreskin or the underlying tissue, then again, circumcision can be helpful. And lastly, it can be done for personal hygiene reasons because it makes it easier to clean the penis and it can reduce the risk of certain infections. There are two types of circumcisions. First one is the traditional circumcision, and the other one is the laser circumcision. In the traditional method, a scalpel or a forceps is used to remove the foreskin, whereas in the laser method, a laser device is used instead. Now, both methods are equally effective, and the choice between them depends on the individual's preference and the availability of resources. Now, how does a procedure look like? So, for this, I have an illustration to show you. During the procedure, the penis is first cleaned thoroughly with an antiseptic solution. Then, depending on the type of circumcision that is being performed, either a scalpel or a laser device is used. The foreskin is then removed and the penis is Finally, the wound is closed with sutures or stitches that dissolve by themselves and a dressing is applied. The entire procedure usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, what are the steps involved in the procedure? First of all, the patient is given local anesthesia, so that means that only the penis and the surrounding area will be numb. The patient will remain conscious throughout the procedure. After the anesthesia takes effect, the foreskin is extended and the penis is held firmly. An incision is made at the base of the penis, and the foreskin is carefully peeled away from the head of the penis. The excess foreskin is then trimmed, and the edges are sutured together. A dressing is applied, and the procedure is complete. After the procedure, the patient will experience some pain and discomfort, but this can be managed with pain medications such as paracetamol or ibuprofen. It is also important to keep the penis clean and dry to prevent infection. The patient will be given antibiotics to take orally for a few days. It is also important to avoid sexual activity for a few weeks until the penis has healed completely. Now, what are the possible complications of circumcision. Like any other surgical procedure, there are some potential risks and complications that can occur. These include infection, bleeding, damage to the nerves or blood vessels, and also poor healing. However, these complications are rare when the procedure is performed by a qualified healthcare provider. To sum up, I would say circumcision is a common procedure that has been practiced for centuries. It can be done for various reasons, including religious, medical, or personal hygiene reasons. The procedure is generally safe and effective when performed by a trained healthcare provider. However, it is essential to follow the pre- and post-operative instructions carefully to minimize the risk of complications. That's all for today's video. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions or concerns about circumcision, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. I will try my best to answer them. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.